Michelle. My name is Michelle Rank, and I have got a special treat for you this time. I am going to showcase two of my favorite little inexpensive tools that make my life with sewing so much better. So, two cool tools. The first one I have had in my toolbox and in my possession for about 10 years. Now, I use this tool for many different things, which is what I love. I love not having things that are a one-trick pony, so to speak. I want my pony to do multiple things, and that's what this tool does. And it's called that purple thing. Now, it has got many usages, and I'm going to show you all of those in just a little bit. The next tool is a new tool to me. It's one that when I was doing research for the show, I picked up, and I thought, this is a good one. I want to show you guys. But since I've had it in my possession, I absolutely love it. I use it constantly. It is so useful, and it's one of those tools that when you get, you think, why didn't I have one of these before? So it is a needle threading tool, and I'm going to show you the advantages to have this and why it is absolutely right on top of my sewing machine for me to use all the time. It's amazing, and I love both of these two cool tools, that purple thing and the needle threader. You're going to want to see this, so let's get going. Okay, so let me talk about the needle tool first. Keep in mind, that's that tool that I keep right up there on the top of my machine. My recent tool that I use quite a bit. Now, it's got the two sides. It's got the needle insertion as well as the needle threader. So two tools in one. Let me show you how the needle inserter works. So it's got this side here, and I'm going to go ahead. Let me take out my needle from my machine. As you can see, I keep my needles nice and tight so that they never come out. I'm going to take a new needle, go ahead, and then I'm going to place it into the inserter so that it goes all the way down like so. You can see that it's in there. Take it over to my machine, and I'm going to push it up. I can turn it out of the way. Isn't that cool? I love that. So turn it out of the way, and then I can go ahead and attach that needle and remove the tool. Way fast, way simple. And I love the fact that once you put the needle in, you have the ability to rotate the tool out of your way. Let me do it one more time to show you. So you're going to put the needle inside of this hole here so that it looks like so. Then you take it over to your machine and you put it inside your needle hole. And then I have it in all the way, and I've made sure that needle is completely to the top spot. Rotate the tool out of the way, and then you can simply screw in and take out your needle tool. That's super simple. Love it. It makes it so much easier so that you're not having two hands in here. This hand is completely out of the way, so you can focus your attention on the other hand as far as getting that screw unscrewed or screwed in. So that's the one thing that it does, the needle insertion. Now, the other thing that we want to talk about, and one of the things why I love it so much, is the needle threader, which is this side here. Now, basically, I'm going to go ahead. We have the machine already threaded here. And this tool, let me bring it in real close. So it's got all these things on the edge here. And what I'm going to do is slide the thread through here and then push it into the hole. So I'm lining the thread up, putting it on the bar, and then when it gets down to that hole, I simply insert, and then my needle is threaded. Super easy, super fast. How cool is that? I love it. And the reason that I absolutely love this tool is, like I said, there's times where my machine, the needle threader, just isn't working correctly, and I don't want to take it in for servicing because it's just the needle threader. Other than that, the machine's absolutely perfect. And this will solve that problem. You can thread your needle and be ready to go without a hitch. Love that feature, and I love this tool. Once again, the needle tool for threading and also inserting your needles. Who knew? It's a very cool tool. One of my favorites now. Now let me talk about that purple thing next. Okay, so now that purple thing, we're going to go over the many usages we have for that tool. Like I said, I've had this tool a long time, and I use it all the time. And sometimes I find myself using it for something, and I'm like, I didn't know it could do that, but it's got lots of usages. So let's go over a few of them. First off, I'm going to show you the tool up close. So you see that it's 6 inches long. So that's one of those things you can always check for 6 inches because the tool is 6 inches long if you're gauging something. It also has this flat edge here. As you can see, it's got this flat edge. That flat edge is 1/4 inch. So one of the things that you can do, let me get something that has a seam on it here, is you can take that and gauge your 1/4 inch to make sure that you're stitching 1/4 inch away, or if you just need to know where 1/4 inch is. So I like to run it across. That way you can double check that it's actually stitching 1/4 inch on your machine. So that's the flat head. Then it's also got this point part like a stiletto. And I love this because you know what this does? It allows you to kind of flip through fabrics. It has a little bit of a grip on the end. So you're able to pull things from it, push things from it. Another thing that I like to do is I'll use the other side to smooth out fabrics as I'm working. So it will pull, it will push, it will smooth, and then plus it's a stiletto. Now let me show you what a stiletto is good for. So if you're sewing something, let me put this in my machine, put my foot down, and say I want to make sure that something's going exactly where it needs to be. I can go ahead and sew, but this will go in there. And the advantages to using a stiletto, other than your finger, is amazing. I don't know how many of you out there have actually sewn through your finger. When I started working for Moore's all those years ago, I had never done it, but I did do it once when I was working in the store, and let me tell you, it is not a pleasant feeling having a needle sewn into your machine, into your finger by a machine. It hurts. So don't put your fingers in danger. Use your stiletto. And this purple thing, that's the perfect thing for it. So like I said, you can use it to make things go where you want them to go, and your fingers will be safe. They're never going to be in danger. Another thing that I love about the purple thing is that it's really good for children if they're learning to sew. A lot of the stilettos out on the market have a really sharp point, which is perfect for us adults, and we can protect it. But this is plastic. You can push on it. It's not really going to hurt me, and it's safer for children. So really good for when you have children that are learning to sew. Purple thing is perfect for them. Now, let me cut this. Another thing that I like to do, using the flat edge, let me go ahead and make a pleat. So I'm going to start sewing, and you can take this flat edge and tuck your fabric under that foot. And just like that, you can make some pleats. So once again, that's using the flat side of my purple thing. And I just take it and tuck that fabric in to make pleats. So that's another fun thing you can do with it, with the flat edge. Another thing that I like to do, let me get rid of that, is, do you see this hole right there? So it's got a hole in it. Now, what you can do is take ribbon or elastic, put it through the hole like it's a needle. So now you're making your purple thing a needle. I've made a simple casing here. Got my casing, and I'm simply going to slide my purple thing through the casing. And just like that, I've threaded through a casing. Super easy. And the fact that that hole is so big, it's the perfect tool for teaching children how to thread elastic or ribbon through something. And then you can use it for anything. It could be for a waistband on pants. It could be for a bag that you want to make a cinch bag. It can be lots of things. So this purple thing can turn into a needle and actually thread through. And just think of it. How many times have you lost the drawstring on your children's like sweatpants? Pull this baby out, flip it through, and that'll be fixed in no time. So love that about the purple thing. And let's see, what else do I want to show you? We've got the stiletto, we've got the flathead. You've got, I also like to flip through charm packs. You know when you get a brand new charm pack and you're all excited because the fabrics are so amazing. And I use this and I kind of flip through all the different fabrics to see all the different patterns and colors that they have. So I love that about it too. Oh, another thing that you can do, like I said, there's lots of things with this tool, is you can use it as a finger press. So once you sew something, you can use it to simply press down on your seam and have it as a finger press. So if you're doing something where it's just a little bit and you want to go ahead and add a finger press and then go ahead and sew over it, perfectly okay. It'll save you a trip to your iron, but a finger press. So we've got a stiletto, we've got a puller and a pusher. We have the flat edge, which also is a 1/4 inch seam allowance. It's perfect for making ruffles. A turner for your corners of your, anything that you have a corner that you've made. This is really nice to stick in there and get the corner, and then you can also use the stiletto part to pop out that corner to get a nice, perfectly flat corner. Finger press, it's just so much fun. And I'm telling you, lots of things that you can do with this purple thing. Okay, so I've kind of shown you what you can do with these great tools. Keep in mind, you can go to more-sew.com and you can click on the More Sewing with Michele link to purchase these 2 items. Both of them are they're such a great value. They're not expensive, and I'm telling you, they're going to save you so much time. Once again, we have the needle tool, and this tool is going to help you insert your needle as well as thread your needle. And it is good for, like I said, hand needles as well as sewing machine needles. It just really is a game changer for me. It's super easy to use. I'm telling you, it's gonna change your life, especially if you're one of those people out there like on my I have a featherweight machine that does not have a needle threader, and I'm telling you, how many people out there have an old machine that they absolutely love, and every time they go to use that machine, they're pushing the button, trying to find where the needle threader is or trying to find the thread cutter. So this is going to make that featherweight where you can at least thread that needle and have it be a little bit more modern. So this tool is totally valuable in my book. I love it. And it's one of those things where I'm probably going to pick up another one so that I always have it in my travel case too. I absolutely love it. And when I saw it, when I was doing research, I went, oh, I need one of those. And I'm so glad that I decided to showcase it because, like I said, it's one of my favorite tools now. Now, the other tool, once again, is that purple thing. I haven't got quite my twang on, but great tool, multiple usages. It never ends. You could even use it for your hair to keep your hair back. It's just a great little tool. And like I said, I've had mine forever. And I still go to it and I still use it. That's how valuable it is to me. The stiletto point, the flat point. I remember when I first got mine, I'm like, what in the heck would you use that flat point? But every time I go to make pleats and I want to tuck the fabric under my foot, it is the best tool for that. So I love the flat point. And to make this a needle and have it thread, once again, let me show you one more time how much fun and easy that is. If you've been doing masks recently or making any sort of thing, taking this, making it a needle, and super fast, putting it through a casing to pull it through the other side. Oh my gosh, it's just the best. Super fast, super easy, and then you could do pretty much so anything with it. It's also a great thing to teach children. So like I said, if they're making a simple skirt or something, it's probably the simple, the A-frame skirt, throw some elastic in the center, and they're good to go. So love that about it. It's just a great tool. You're going to find lots of usages for it. So you're going to click on the link in the description for More Sewing with Michele, and you can pick up either one of these Two cool tools. I am so glad that once again you took some time out of your day to hang out with me. It's been my pleasure. And as usual, I look forward to seeing you next week on More Sewing with Michele. Everyone, have a wonderful day. And until next week, bye bye.